was Red Mist by Theoretical Girl, and I'm now...
Hello?
Hi, I've got Jaki Song on the line, I take it? It's Donald
Yes.
here. Yeah, great to hear you.
How are you?
How are you
Good
today?
to hear from you.
Yeah. Now, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here. What time of day is it with you?
Hang on 1 second. I don't know. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, right, sorry.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah. Hey, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here.
Oh.
Hello?
Right, I'm hearing an echo here. Hi, Jackie. Are you picking me up okay?
I'm hearing you from the background on the radio, but...
that's where the echo was coming from, right.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. I'm really having a great time. That's me into my 18th hour here on Generate Radio, and I've been having a great time catching up with people like yourself all around the world. So how are you?
I'm great. I'm really, I'm happy to hear from you and have this moment to talk with you.
Yeah, it's good. Just for our listeners, can you confirm?
Hey, by the way, it's our friend Vittorio Giallini's birthday today, so happy birthday, Vittorio.
Oh, happy birthday, Vittorio. You're in Montreal, is that correct? No?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm in Montreal.
Montreal, right. And what time of the day is it out there just now? I'm kind of losing track of all these time differences that I've set up.
It's 10 o'clock in the evening.
So you're still on Friday. We're on Saturday morning. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yes.
So what have you been?
How are you doing? I know you've been at it for a long time now, right?
It's great.
What time did you start?
I started 10 o'clock on Friday morning, our time, which was quite a while ago. It's great though. So what have you been up to recently, particularly regarding Sea Shepherd and it's really, I find it really depressing that people can sort of say it's dolphin killing season just now, because that's just kind of got underway out in Taiji really over the last few weeks. It's really sad. So
yeah,
You're quite.
It's a really sad situation over there right now. Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Pardon me?
No. I was just going to say. I think one of the posts that I read a couple of days ago was the weather was really quite bad and the winds were quite strong, and that was preventing the fishermen going out. And I remember thinking, yeah, let's hope the winds keep blowing to stop them going out, but. Yeah, so you follow that quite a lot, and I played on.
Donald.
Sorry, yeah.
Donald, I don't know why, but I guess maybe it's because I'm on the cell phone. You seem to be going on and off.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So you're going to have to speak a little bit slower because I can't really understand you very well.
Okay, I will try that. You're coming over. You're fine. My end. So perhaps maybe if I just let you speak about what you've been up to.
What I've been up to lately?
Yeah.
Well, lately I've been first of all working a lot. Also, starting September. As you heard from the movie Dolphin Cove, and there's also a documentary movie that's playing The Cove that's produced by Rick O'Barry. It is amazing movie to see. It's changed my life for me. As we're speaking, there are some dolphins being killed right now, between 20 to 50 dolphins every couple of days now, or even every day. They're being slaughtered like crazy. So I'm heartbroken right now because I'm seeing a lot of that these days because the season has begun.
It's so tragic, yeah.
Well. So I'm working a lot on that, and plus I have work in my family, and also I'm working a lot on music. It had backed up quite a lot because summer has been really busy for me with other things other than music. So I have been backed up quite a lot, so I have been focusing on trying to finish the songs, and they're wonderful songs, and I can't wait to finish it.
Good. I look forward to hearing them. Thanks for taking this short time to catch up with me. Maybe we can have a longer chat at some other point in the future when I'm trying to do less. It's good to hear from you. I'm going to play a track by you, New Sun, because it's the sun will be coming up
New sun.
Soon.
Okay.
the sun will be rising shortly here for us. And thanks.
Oh, great.
Thanks also for
Thank you very much.
For the little ID that you recorded for me. I'll be playing that too. And good luck with all your good work bringing.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bringing the news of.
Also, I wanted to mention that in a week there's going to be some demonstration in front of Marineland. So we're focusing on that at the moment, trying to gather everybody. So if you can mention it, that'd be great.
I get all the updates. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have
Jackie.
a great show.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye, Jackie.
Bye, Donald.
Hi, everyone. This is Jaki Song in Canada, and you are listening to Donald Stretchen on Generate Radio, global music from Berwickshire, the best of the best.
And that was Jaki Song there, all the way from Montreal in Canada. I apologise if the communications weren't working perfectly, but it was great to hear her again. I had a great interview with her a while back, and I will certainly be keeping track of the tragic situation with all these dolphins that just seem to get killed for no obvious reason, from my point of view. So it's great that people like Jackie and Sea Shepherd Organisation and others do all this good work. Okay, now I'm joined by the other person who's responsible for us all being able to be here, the other director of Generate Radio CIC. Good morning, Oscar.
Good morning, Donald.
And how are you?
A little bit tired.
You've been here longer than I have, because you did the breakfast show before me.
Only a little bit. Just a couple hours.
Yeah.
That's not too much.
Right, okay. So, yeah, it's going well.
Yeah, so far so good.
I've been having a great buzz, and right, I've found what I'm looking for here. So I can now concentrate... Oh, blooming heck. Right, I can now concentrate on you being here.
All right.
Right, okay. So, you well, among other things, you do your breakfast show, your brunch show, you stand in for other bits and pieces, but you also have your Sunday night little thing, which is a wee bit different.
A little bit.
Oscar's Odyssey. The breakfasts and brunches are much more formatted, and quite rightly so. I think that you know, there's a place for everything, and the brunch and breakfasts need to have a bit more structure than perhaps the Odyssey, which allows you a wee bit more freedom.
I focus on the weird and the wonderful, really.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, but there is a place for that, and I think that is a Sunday night between 9 and 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Quite right.
It's all about, basically, every week I look at, we look at a different part of the world, or somewhere further afield, or a bit different. And we just have a little bit of, quite a lot of music from that area or inspired by that area. And we also have a little look about the history, the culture, and the musical history, most importantly, of that place as well. Yep.
Right, without further ado, we'll get into a track. I've got a couple of questions I'd like to ask you, but you've chosen one that... I love the way you young guys keep picking stuff that was around when I was your age.
I'll admit I've got a taste that's maybe a little bit different to most people's.
Which has just reminded me of something else, but I'll ask you about that off air. In the meantime, this is Cream and White Room.
This is Radio Freedom.
It's obviously not Cream yet.
KLF is gonna rock you.
And as KLF leave the building, I can apologise for my slight error. I had scrolled down the playlist and I was getting confused. I forgot I hadn't played my top of the hour time-themed track, which was obviously 3 a.m. Eternal by KLF. So we'll go straight into what I thought I was going to play, which is Cream, White Room.
Station, black roof country, no gold payments, tired starlings, silver horses ran down moonbeams in your dark eye.
Yeah, that takes me back to when I were a lad. Right, okay. I'll ask you a couple of questions first
All right.
of all. I've been asking the volunteers how they first heard about Generate Radio, but that was kind of silly to ask you or Kyle that. So, when did you first begin to get this idea of Generate Radio?
Well, I came in as, obviously I've been here from the start for Generate Radio, but the ideas, the projects that existed before the name did, happened before I was involved in radio at all. Kyle was the one that was doing the whole radio side of things, and I was discovering that I had quite a liking for business in school.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that me and Kyle were friends, and I'd mentioned that any time we wanted to go into business musically, I was quite happy to do so, because I loved music and I had quite a keen interest in business and management and the studies, and lo and behold we decided to create a radio station that would also be a business.
Good. And I'm trying to remember. The next question again was, how did you come to be involved in it? And again, because you were there from the start, that kind of there's not much point in asking you that question.
Yeah, it's changed over the time, the station itself, which I suppose we could talk about. It was about 3 years ago that Kyle first suggested the name Generate Radio on a community station to me, and we thought we'd give it a try. We had a kind of 6-month trial where it was real bedroom DJing kind of thing. Then after that, shut down for a while, applied for funding, received it, luckily, from Firstport in Edinburgh, and managed to move into these premises that we're in now, and that was just over 2 years ago. And since then we've been going strong where we are. I should have mentioned when I played Theoretical Girl before, just before 3 o'clock, that Theoretical Girl was one of our first guests here. I think it was
not the real Theoretical Girl, but a mini Theoretical Girl. That I was that was when I was going about Berwickshire with a mini Theoretical Girl, taking photographs of her in all sorts of places.
And if I remember right, that was the very first day we were in here.
I think it was,
one of the very first, at least. And you had her on the table, and there's actually a picture somewhere on the internet of the carpet being different, the setup being different, and Kyle and I looking very much younger.
I don't like the soundproofing wasn't on the walls either.
No, it wasn't. We haven't put that on yet.
Yeah, a lot has happened since then. Okay, we'll come back to talk about you and Generate Radio later. Meanwhile, Co-an sound, or is it important that the letters are in block capitals for Coan?
Not really. I pronounce it Coan sound, and most people I know do, but I've heard wee Andy, for instance, pronouncing it Quan sound.
Oh, all right.
So I'm not too sure.
I've never heard of them, but I'm about to hear a track from them. Meanwhile, here and now, we're going to hear a track called Meanwhile in the Future. And it's going away. Meanwhile, back in the Generate Radio studios, I'm sitting here with Oscar, and I'll better put his microphone up or he won't be able to hear him so well. I'm sure you'd hear them, because I'm sure once before I forgot to switch the microphone on there up, and the person sitting there was still heard, because they're so blooming sensitive.
They are, they can be.
But it's better if we have it switched on.
Aye.
Right, okay, that was interesting. That was a cone sound, and meanwhile, in the future, here in the present, what would you say is your most memorable experience so far with Generate Radio?
It was actually the day that we realised we'd secured the funding we needed to get this brand new studio. It was last summer, and we'd woken up in the morning. I'd got a missed call from Kyle that had woken me up in the morning really early. We're talking about, I think it was 5 or 6 in the morning, actually. I had a missed call. I called him back and said, what is it? And he said, well, we got the money that we went to a Dragon's Den style pitch for in London the month before. And I said, you better not be joking, or I'm going to be really angry. And he said, no, I'm being honest, we've got it. So we had £9,500 from them, and then that day we went up to Edinburgh and pitched in a similar situation, although a lot more tens, for £10,000. And we got that as well. We found out on our way back to Duns that we managed it.
I remember that day.
Yeah,
it was a rather memorable day. Yes.
You'd set up, you and Colleen had set up a little surprise for us when you realised we'd got the money from London, and then we got there and being dragged there in a car, and we told you that we'd got the money in Edinburgh as well, and everything was going to be okay. We were going to get a brand new studio and be capable of FM. Yeah,
that was down at the unit, yeah. Right, I'd forgotten that bit. I just remember the day that you got notification of both. And
Aye.
Yeah, right, okay.
It was a great day.
Yeah, very good. Now, I've got a track coming up next for one of our dedicated listeners who's been listening for quite a while, and I'm so glad that he has been, Ur Willie Brun, and this is for you. You requested some Tom Petty, so here's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and American Girl. Well, I enjoyed that. I hope you did too, Ur Willie, and thanks for your support and your feedback and your comments. Great to have you on board. And thanks also to everybody else who keeps posting various things, liking statuses and so on. Coming up shortly, I'll have a world-exclusive play of a new Stirling track, but we've got a couple of tracks from Oscar's Odyssey playlist first of all. Before I play the next one, what do you see the future of your involvement with Generate Radio?
Long.
Right, okay.
I I imagine I'm actually really, really positive about it. Things are bigger and better now than they ever have been in our history, and they continue to get bigger and better, and the involvement of the volunteers is increasing all the time. And I think that's really what Generate Radio is about. Local people controlling it and steering it in the direction they want it.
And I think the fact that you and Kyle continue to be positive, even though it hasn't always been a smooth journey, there have been some setbacks, but this idea that you remain positive, and that's great. Okay, we're going to go on with We Are All Made of Stars. That's a kind of positive sounding thing. This is Moby.
Yeah.
So
no one can stop us now.
We shall play that. Right. Right, that was Moby and We Are All Made of Stars. And perhaps, Oscar, you might be able to explain what I'm looking at on the screen just now. No, I'm going to go for something else. It's a quiz. Medal of Honor asked, do you play with inverted or normal controls? What on earth is that? I take it's computer gaming.
Yeah, it's video gaming where you have an actual controller, not computer gaming, video gaming. And basically, inverted controls is where it's hard to basically imagine you're playing a Star Wars game or something and you're the fighter in space. Inverted controls
I'm beginning to wish I hadn't asked this. Right, carry on.
Inverted controls is when if you press the analog stick or the little stick up, you'll face down, and if you press it down, you'll face up.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
I don't think it. And but the options to this quiz are inverted, normal, or I dominate either way. That's being positive, isn't it?
Yeah, very
positive. Maybe I shouldn't have gone there. I'll just stick with my...
Well, curiosity killed the cat, didn't
it? Yeah, right, okay. Well, oh gosh, killed my laptop screen. Right, we've got another world exclusive. We had one earlier when Scotia returned from the studio in Glasgow and emailed a track that she'd recorded, and we played it here first on Generate Radio, and we had another exclusive later on when Easter Street came in and played a new track in public for the first time here on Generate Radio. And now, from all the way around the world in Melbourne, Australia, a band called Sterling sent me a track that they recorded just the other week, I believe, and they've said that they haven't posted it or made it available anywhere else in the world and won't until after this show. So, I've played Sterling before, a couple of tracks of theirs, Writings on the Wall, and my mind's gone a blank. They're called Sterling because that's their surname. It's Lisa, Alan and Matt Sterling. It's a family affair, and I'm really privileged to have this. So I'm going to start off with one of the little vocal IDs that Lisa made for me, and then I'll go straight in to play this new track, and it's called Here's to You. But first of all, here's a little Aussie ID.
G'day, this is Lisa from Stirling, and you're listening to Donald Strawn on Generate Radio. Strawny, Strawny, Strawny! Oi, oi, oi!
And that was a world first, I believe. That was a new track from Sterling, Here's to You, and as Lisa said when she sent me it, a little bit different from their other tracks, which tend to be a little bit more political. Land of Fools was the other one that I had forgotten about, and of course I've got this lined up as well.
G'day, g'day, and how you going? This is Lisa from Sterling, and you're listening to Strawny on Generate Radio, global music from Berwickshire.
And, yeah, that was another one of the IDs that Lisa made for me. Thank you. Thank you. It's a privilege to be able to do what we're doing here today in this 24-hour show. And I've still got Oscar sitting alongside me here. We've got 10 minutes to go before the next top of the hour. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean to say you have to go at the top of the hour, but
I might stay for a little bit.
I'm just saying it's another 10 minutes to the top of the hour. But we've got a track lined up. It's not the Paul Mounsey track you thought we were going to be getting.
No, I was going for actually a remix of North, his track that is featured in the advert for Visit Scotland.
Right.
It was a dubstep remix, but I think that Paul Mounsey himself is actually a very talented composer, I suppose you'd say, and it's an example of some of the music that I sometimes play on my show.
This is I particularly like this one that we've got here. And is it the voice of Sorley McLean that's at the beginning of this, or is it just somebody that sounds like it?
I'm not too sure. We might have to research that while it's on.
Right. Okay. In the meantime, this is Paul Mounsey and Passing Away. And it's all passing away. There's so much information out there in Google land, isn't there? Other search engines are available. I'm pretty certain that's a sample of Sorley McLean's voice, but it doesn't matter.
I trust your judgment.
It's a wonderful track anyway, and thank you for bringing that into my show.
You're very welcome.
This 24-hour marathon that's getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, we're nearly at the end.
Just over 6 hours to go.
Yeah.
It's a doddle.
Who would have thought that's near the end?
Plastician. Yeah, well, when some people only do 2 hour shows at the maximum.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
What are you talking about there?
Stop it. Right, okay, we've got another track from Oscar, which will take us nicely up until the top of the hour, when I'll play another time-themed track, and then we'll chat some more.
Yeah, this is a very relaxed track.
Plastician. The last one was quite relaxed too, but quite sad and quite thoughtful. This is Plastician and a track called Japan.